Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now, I've been putting this job off for a long time, and it's a case of it needs doing. These Phragmipediums need repotting. They've been in these pots for well over 12 months, and none of these two have flowered. So I'm going to take them out of the pots, have a look at the roots, and put some good clean compost in them. But first, somebody's asked me where I get these smallish hangers from, and in fact I did get them from Germany, and the name of them are Teku, T-E-K-U. There's some there if you can see it, and the number is A30B, and I got these from Relke in Germany. They're only cheap and very nice too, lovely. I'll show you the difference in size with the other ones. See, these are the long ones that you normally get, and those shorter ones are the ones I use. So if you want any, try at Relke in Germany, and with those numbers I've just given you. Well, we'll start with unpotting this Phragmipedium Ainsworthii. They used to be called Colurum up to the 1890s. I wasn't around then, but I've read about it. But I feel like I've been around that long. And they're now Ainsworthii, a lovely flower, but this hasn't flowered now for at least a couple of years. I know I've had a lot of divisions of it and given it to people. One was Jeff at Tropical Plants at 23 degrees north, and I gave it to him and it flowered, and it continued to flower for many months, but this one hasn't. So I'm going to take it out of its pot and have a good look at it. Right, we'll give it a good squeeze, as I always do. And it doesn't feel very firm in the pot, this, but give it a bit of... Oh, I can't pull it out, so let's just... There we go. Well, it has some decent roots on it, and it's also got a lot of bad roots on it. You can see here, there's a lot of good roots. So that needs cleaning up. The old leaves like this need taking off. I could do it on camera, but it would take a long time. But I'll switch off and I'll come back. Right, I've got all this cleaned up now. It took me ages to separate all the roots and clean them up and take all the dead ones off. There's all the dead ones I took off, but thankfully it's got plenty of new, good roots on it. Now the problem I've got with this plant is that it's all coming from one central piece there. You can see that one growing out there. It's virtually no roots on it, but there is a little bit of a nubbins coming outside of it for roots, and it looks like this plant has it's grown plenty of growth, but it hasn't given the new growths on the outside. It hasn't given any roots yet, so there is no way I can split this. And it's an 11 growth plant, this. I'll just turn it around, then you can see it. Looks difficult with one hand, but I'll hold the roots. And you can see what I mean, that it hasn't given the new growths many roots, or any roots. And coming from a centralised place like that, it just cannot be split. So I'll just have to pot it up into some new bark and let it do its own thing until it gets some nice roots on it. Well, this is a new bark I got. It's Melcore bark, and it's just a nice size for Phragmipediums. Little bits of wood in that I'll remove, but I got 2 bags of 60 litres for these, and I thought the price was very, very good. So this is what they're going to get potted up in now. Just this and nothing else. Right, we'll just get this potted up. Do it the best we can. It's going to take an awful lot of bark, this. And we've just got to get this in this pot, which has been cleaned out as well. So we'll just get it a little bit lower and then get it centralised and then lift it up, you know, so we can get it to the right depth. The trick with this is getting it centralised. Can't even see what we're doing down here. Try and keep it as much in the centre as I can. The heater's just come on. Sorry about the noise, but we need the heat in the greenhouse. Slowly lift this up a little bit. Probably can't see from my hand at this side, so I'll try and hold it on top. But it's difficult holding the pot and tapping at the same time. But we'll do our best, like we always do. That's the right depth now. That's much better. Now to get it firm in the pot. How do I do this? Hold it like that. That's it. Make sure all the spaces are filled up. And then that should be fine for another 12 months. And hopefully it'll be flowering at the back end of this year, because these generally come into flower sort of at the onset of autumn. Right, I can't get any more in there, so that's just ready for watering again. Right, the next one I'm going to do, and altogether I've got about 40 to do, is this Phragmipedium grande. Now, this flowered this year at the back end, so these have been in these pots now for 12 months, so this might be a little over potted, I don't know. We'll have a look. There's a ton weight, I know that. Yeah, this is ready for repotting. It's got to be ready for repotting. This is another good clean-up job. A lot of dead roots on it and a lot of good roots. So we'll just remove all the dead roots. You can see these 2 points here where I've taken divisions off them before, but we'll get this cleaned up, and these are really ready for being repotted. Well, in trimming the root, just see what we've found here. A slug, if I can get it from the other side. Yep, here it is. Is it? Yeah, here. So I'm just going to remove that now. You can see it crawling out now. I didn't get that with the beer last night, but I got 4 others. Right, let me get rid of this one before it hides. Well, this is all the rubbish I've taken off this one, plus 1 wood lice, plus 1 slug. And I'll just take the plant into the house now, give it a good rinse off the roots, and we'll have a good look at it. Yep, and it's an 8 growth plant this, but much like the other, it's all coming from a central point there, so that can't be split yet. And it looks like there's another little growth coming out there. So this will really benefit from potting up into some new bark and then giving a good water, as I said before, with calcium nitrate and Epsom salts. Well, that's both of the plants done. This is the Grande, and it's looking much better. And the Ainsworthy eye, which still looks a little bit yellow in 1 or 2 of the leaves. But that's from where I think it's flowered before a couple of years back, and they'll just be ready for dropping off. So thank you very much for watching. I've only got another 30 odd to do, but I'm sure I won't be videoing all those. So thanks again for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all the people who write comments on my channel, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.